Yo, what's going on, folks? Hey, we're back live, new edition. We're keeping it funky out here with some boxing chit, and I'm here with none other than my man Boz holding it down over across the pond. I say, but we know it's a big ocean there. How's it going, Boz?
Oh, it's going pretty well. The weather is a little kind of sad, and actually, we got a lot of snow now. Now it's raining, so it's all kind of melting, or most of it anyway. Well, not all, but it doesn't look pretty anyway right now. Yeah, it's kind of cloudy too. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we haven't got much around here, to be honest with you, there, Boz. So
Mm.
this is a new thing for sure, as it pertains to us, yeah, just not that much here, and it's been up and down with the weather as of late. But you know what
Right.
doesn't change, right? Boxing. It goes rain, sleet, or snow, baby, and that's what we're here to
Mm.
talk about, you folks. So we appreciate everyone being in the mix. There's shout out to Rock Chalk who says Happy Friday. Appreciate you there, Rock Chalk True Crime. Go check her out, folks. Rock Chalk True Crime, and you will be entertained. So we appreciate you as always, there, Rock Chalk. Always dropping by, showing some love. Shout out to XX Delilah. I believe I got
Dahlia,
that right. What happened to
hello.
the Intel last? Oh, their buys, survive. Uh,
Oh, it's gonna happen. Don't worry, Dahlia. Later on, it's
it's
just
gonna
dream
happen.
that
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna do.
happen.
Yeah, she's my fan from the other, my channel, and we
Okay, good to
still.
go. Yes, double X is gonna happen. It's gonna be here soon. We're gonna be talking a little boxing, and then Boz is gonna hold
Yeah,
it down, no doubt about it. So we appreciate y'all being here in the mix. Doodoo Brown, hey, what's going
there he
on,
is.
Doodoo Brown?
Hey,
Doodoo Brown, Doodoo
yeah,
Brown.
we are now. We're gonna talk boxing, Dudu Brown, as you want.
Yes, yes. We're gonna talk some boxing. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed, indeed. There. So appreciate you dropping by there. More of a psychopath, but yeah, good to go. All right. Hey, we appreciate everyone joining us. My dog's here. Shut up, Barrel. But yeah, we're here to talk a little bit of boxing. What's been going on? First
mm,
boxing shit of the new year here, 2026. Hey, this is the new time, new day, and hey, I think it's gonna be a good one there, Boz. But man, it's been we're gonna have a pretty solid start, as a matter of fact, as far as the next few weeks in terms of the boxing coming up. But real
yeah,
quick, before we do that, since we didn't get to talk about it, we just had a big one that took place here a week ago with a title exchange, and that is, or a title that was on the line at least. It could have been interim, but Sabril Matias taking on Dalton Smith in what was a somewhat anticipated matchup there, Boz. And I will
yeah,
say, if I could get a nod, I will say that I had picked Dalton Smith before the contest to win via decision, but I just felt that from what I've seen with Dalton Smith, I've always felt he was at that world stage, world level, and he would
yeah,
prove that eventually. I thought he would have proved it with Mo Smith had they fought. But that being said, the fight went down. It ended up being a fifth round stoppage in favor of Dalton Smith, which I think shocked a lot of people there, Boz. What were your thoughts on the
yeah,
fight going into it and then what actually happened?
yeah. It was a surprise. I mean, I knew that Dalton Smith could punch. I mean, he was coming off a first round a knockout over this guy Valid Uiza, and
Mm-hmm.
he knocked out Jose Zepeda, as you know, I'm sure as well. And yeah, but this fight was really, hey, my man. Uh, what did he say? This fight was really, I mean, a barn burner kind of fight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, And yeah, first Dalton Smith I think he came off to a good start, but then Subriel kind of took over in the next couple rounds after the first round, and he was like, it looked like it was gonna go his way again, but then suddenly, Dalton Smith started throwing back, and he just nailed him with a perfect, punch, perfect combination. I believe it was, yeah, and he landed several really good punches actually before that. And even though Matias got up, he was in no condition to continue. So that was a stunning victory for the pride of Britain, Dalton Smith. And Yeah, I mean, it was a huge victory, really. I mean, no doubt about it, because Subriel was the champion, defending champion, and he had only, I believe, been stopped once early on in his career, but he avenged that loss. I think it might have even been a controversial stoppage. I'm not sure, but this was
Oh yeah,
a true stoppage, definitely a real kind of TKO. Yeah, wow.
yeah.
Mm,
That's saying something right there. You're right, because Matias, and he's known to be sort of that guy that was considered like the boogeyman of the division and all of that stuff as well, just because of the fact that he has heavy hands, come forward, press you, and he's one of those fighters that is a tough outing for pretty much anyone who steps in there. And hey,
mm.
Dalton Smith was able to weather that storm. Real quick shout out to Money Burner
Money
came in the
burner.
building. Money Burner 2005. Appreciate you dropping by. Money Burner. Shout out to my man, the real Ranger Danger. Let's go,
Ja.
like the new look. Yes, sir. Yeah, Mickey Walker. We were talking about him the other. Well, there's some videos we were talking about him and mentioned him the other day as well. But check that out on the channel there, folks. The toy bulldog, Mickey Walker. Appreciate you there. The real Ranger Danger. Go check him out, folks, for sure. But yeah, no, good stuff there. We're here, Boxing Chit 2026, the first episode of 2026. Boz and I holding it down. New time, Fridays, noon. We're going to try to keep it coming, baby. And we're talking a little boxing, Subriel Matias and Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith got that victory, so he's a name. He's a player there. This was at 140, right? Uh,
Yeah.
so so that's another name out there. I was looking at the ring rankings. They didn't even have Dalton Smith up there, which – oh yeah, and you know what? I overlooked it. They had him ranked number one, so properly. So
Right. I think he
my
was.
bad right there. I digress. Yeah, they had
I
him ranked
think
number
they
one.
said. I think they said before that fight that he was ranked number 3 by WBC. Yeah.
No, yeah. Sorry, that's my dog. Yeah, but
So
yeah,
this
number
is.
three.
Oh, yeah. I figured. uh, this didn't sound. Yeah, like a human sound for sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, this was the WBC fight, so Dalton Smith is now the WBC like welterweight champion. He's following the ranks of recently deceased Ricky Hatton, and I mean he was the IBF champion, but doesn't matter. And who
yeah,
else was it? Terry Marsh. Very long ago, he also won. There weren't, I don't think, many Brits really won a world light welterweight title, but
mm,
there are
you
a
have to go
few
back.
anyway.
You,
Yeah,
if you go back in the day, yeah, certainly the early days there. You think about Jimmy.
Junior Wither. That's right. I think he won the WBC one actually. Yeah, and
Oh yeah, at
yeah,
140. Yeah,
yeah, 140. Yeah,
yeah, because that's Stephen Bradley or Tim Bradley. He went
yeah,
over there to the
yeah,
UK to pick up the
he,
title. That is right.
yeah. He beat him. He beat Junior Wither.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is right. Traveled over there, great crowd and everything there. But then if you go back further back, because some Irish fighters, I guess we thrown in there. I guess it depends on where they came from or which part or whatever. But yeah, you had some guys back in the day there. But I guess it all depends though. Which
yeah,
part? So
yeah. There's been always quite a domination by Hispanic fighters, I think, in that division.
oh
Yeah, a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
Hispanic champions and some, of course, African Americans, but not so many Brits. Yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, you had some others who did their things, go to the eras of the Barney Ross, Jimmy McLaren,
mm,
those type of individuals. I think Tony Canzaneri may have had a 140 title. So interesting for sure. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more.
eh,
Says what's up there, boys. Appreciate you there, Bruce Gas. Be sure to go check him out for some entertaining stuff over there on the channel, folks. And some of the quizzes. I was gonna make that last one, Bruce. I actually missed it, but I'm gonna try to be in the next one. I see you advertised there, Bruce, for sure. There, keep them coming. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more, folks. So be sure, as mentioned, to check him out. So had Doodoo Brown drip right there, Doodoo Brown. But anyway, yeah, we're here talking boxing. So yeah, 140. Boz, I pulled up the ring rankings. I have them here. I'm looking at them on my screen. So you now have Richard Hitchens, who has Richard Hitchens, who has a belt. Alberto Puello, Gary Antoine Russell, Arnold Barboza. Barboza is actually ranked 4, with Gary Antoine Russell ranked 5. 6, you have Sandor Martin still in the mix. Now you have Matthias, he's dropped to 7. Then you have Adam Azim at 8. Adam Azim and Lindolfo Delgado 9. Andy Hirayoka.
Yeah, Azim is probably gonna be the next British light welterweight champion, unless
he's got good size to him as well.
Yeah, he really has it all. He's got the skills, the power, everything, movement, you name it. Yeah, and the size. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, indeed. 5 biggest spray says, Joshua, have you ever heard the song Doodle Brown? Of course,
No,
of course.
my people have invaded the chat. Oh my god.
Doodle Brown.
you are in trouble, Josh.
Yeah. Quick hands right there. But yeah. So Dalton, I guess he just kind of mixes in well there at the mix at 140. They've gotten the division back up. It had a slight lull, some would say, but it's back right in the mix there where you have a lot of good competition that is in and around 140 right now. So also, of course, one we're going to talk about here shortly, we got Shakur Stevenson. He's now potentially going to be operating at 140 pounds. We'll definitely get to that one there. But moving ahead to one that previously happened, and I didn't catch this, and I need to go back and watch it, but I figured the man would win. That's the heavyweight that I guess you can say is probably the one who's made his claim here over the past 2 years that, hey, maybe he should be in there with Alexander Usyk right now. And that's none other than Ajit Caballero. And he picked up a victory here in his last contest. I think it was a stoppage in the 3rd round or something like that, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, many feel it was a premature stoppage. I think it did look premature because his opponent, this Polish, really tall guy, 6'7". Kniba, yeah, Damian Kniba. He was doing well before that, but yeah, he was getting pummeled. That's true, but he was not really done, yet. He was like, it looked like he was really, he was on his feet quite solidly, but yeah, he was taking punishment. But like, you don't just stop a fight because of that. Like, you can maybe if they got an 8 count or something, they can, admonish that. But he wasn't down or anything. And in the first round, I thought he won the first round anyway. At least the first round, he was tagging Caballero there, with his long, hands and. But Caballero, of course, he started to get the better of him in the 3rd round, and already in the second, the second one was pretty even. So anyway, the 3rd one, Caballero won that, of course. And but many people were not satisfied with that stoppage. Kniba being somewhat unknown, the underdog, and this was in Germany, I believe.
Yes,
right?
It was a German fight
where Caballero is based. So there was going to be some bias, of course, and. Of course, I don't doubt that Caballero would have stopped this guy anyhow if it went to the 4th round or even 5th. But still, they shouldn't have just stopped it like that in the 3rd round. Yeah, there were many angry Polish people in that chat, in the DAZN chat, cursing out the referee, and yeah.
Well, that definitely, I'd imagine that definitely happened there. Shout out Technique in the building. Technique, we're here talking about Ajit Caballero, Damian Kaniba. And I got to go back and check that one out. So based on what you said there, Kaniba, he had a good account for himself there early on, or at least in the 1st round or whatnot. And then started to sway a bit, premature stoppage. So that is pretty interesting right there. I think, of course, Caballero, many who have been following him, I guess you can say, still think that, hey, he's one of these guys that is a major problem there at the top of the heavyweight division, and he's aligned himself well to be one of the next that gets a shot at the title, though it seems like that will have to ultimately wait if all sort of rumors that are out there, because as we know, the man is Alexander Usyk, though I believe there's
Yeah.
one belt that might be straggling out there. I could be wrong. There might be one belt straggling out there in some capacity. But that being said, Usyk is the man. That is the world heavyweight champion. And there are talks that he is seeking to fight here in the U.S. on a multi-fight deal. And a name that I've seen thrown out there is Deontay Wilder. So
Oh yeah.
that sort of dampens
Or
the plans there of Ajit Caballel, who's made a good account for himself. But the question will be, will he get into the ring with Usyk, or ultimately will it take something like the belts being split up before he actually gets a shot at a title? You know?
yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know. There has been also some. There was an incident between Usyk and Itoma recently where he got like Itoma like sucker punched him or something, and yeah, it seems like he wanted to provoke Usyk into fighting him, But Itoma being yet still fresh, like relatively, and not having that many like big names or recognizable names on his record. I don't know. I don't know if he will get the fight, but maybe now Usyk is kind of pissed, and
Yeah,
maybe who knows? That would be very interesting. But I think just Usyk's experience will prevail once again, and I think maybe Itama could shake him or something. But Usyk's got iron chin, man. Really, he's
yeah.
got an incredible chin, always did, and. Yeah, I don't think he can really win or knock Usyk out.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's excuse me, there's still kind of a log jam there up top for the heavyweight from a heavyweight perspective, because I was thinking the belt that was out there, but I think it's actually an interim that Fabio Wardley won when he beat Joseph Parker, right? Was that an interim title or just a number one contender fight? I'm trying to think
Oh,
back.
yeah, I think it was the interim, probably. Yeah,
Yeah, something of that nature. Real quick,
yeah.
shout out to I am Smell. I am or
That's
Ismail.
another
Ismail.
one of
I
another
am
one of
Ismail.
mine. Mine.
Neil. But Technique says Deontay Wilder would get his head whipped. Oh yeah, in all likelihood there with Usyk. He just has the right hand there. Wilder. We'll see what's left in that right hand. But that being said, yeah, it's still a log jam there because you got Fabio Wardley, who's worked himself well into the mix. Joseph Parker is still there. He lost to Wardley,
Yeah.
but that being said, you never know what's next in terms of him. You got a few others hovering around there as well. They were talking Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua again, or that fight happening here at some point later in the year. And I don't know if the people necessarily want to see Usyk versus either of them,
Hmm.
considering he's already got two victories over both of them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
There's no point in that. No, I don't think so. But like Wilder, that was like, where the hell did that come from? Like everybody
Yeah,
expected Usyk to say like some, full Wardley or Itoma or one of those, or Caballel, but then, or even Hergovich. But then, like Wilder, seriously, he's been shot since like 2023 or something. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I guess it's from the standpoint of maybe things that he wanted to fight in the U.S. and he wanted to do
Yeah.
spots like Vegas, New York, L.A. maybe or something. I saw some posting somewhere, I forget where, that alluded to such that he wants to go there as opposed to the Saudi Arabian deal and fighting there in Riyadh.
Oh,
So I think he's looking
well.
to expand upon that.
I
You know,
hope not, because for me it's better if he fights in Riyadh because of the time. Time difference is very small, and
well,
I
hey, we
can
just gonna
watch.
have to be up early and all night there, boss.
Yeah, in America, yeah, I gotta be up to like 6, 7, in the morning.
Crazy. Go. I am Ismail says Amanda Serrano said she would step into the UFC octagon to fight Amanda Nunes, seeing as Kayla Harris just got pulled out due to neck pain. Yeah, I saw something about Amanda Serrano mentioning such. Interesting. Very interesting. It would be interesting, I guess that's what you can say. What say you there, Boz? Interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Amanda Serrano, she's she's a fighter. She's tough, definitely.
I
She's
don't know
a
if she walked
warrior.
around that, but it will be interesting. She just fought
Yeah.
and she was at 126. Maybe she walked around at 140. Nunes will be bigger and of course different sport. So interesting there. I am Ismail.
No,
Yes,
he's kidding. He's not really Amish. Ishmael.
I am Ismail. Good to go. Bruce Gadd says they're talking Dubois versus Jang. Big Bang Jang. That's interesting right there. Dubois and Jang. What are your thoughts there, Bob?
Yeah, I think I pick Dubois. Yeah, also. I mean,
Technique.
yeah, Dubois is just. I think James probably by now, like he doesn't have that much to offer, and yeah, Dubois just being the younger guy with the power and all that, really very strong guy, still at his peak, despite getting knocked out by Usyk twice. But yeah, he's still one of the top dogs out there as far as I see it. Yeah.
That's an interesting one. I might have to go with Big Bang there with that sniping left to snipe him out there at some point, assuming he's in shape and not hovering over, losing his breath by the third, fourth, and fifth rounds. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things, of course, to consider because he looked out of shape in that fight with Pacquiao. Now, this could have been just the pressure from Pacquiao, but his mouth was wide open. He was breathing heavy, and it's just like, man. And he came in heavy, so he needs to be in shape.
I was just disappointed when he fought Parker. He had him down twice, and then he couldn't finish him off, and he lost. He got outboxed, and
another example.
Yeah, but Parker is a skilled fighter, definitely.
Yeah, he is. So maybe it is there. Zhang is probably 42, 43 now or something.
Yeah, I was thinking 42 or 3, definitely.
So that does factor in. So that's interesting. Good one there, Bruce. So we'll see how that continues to or see where that chatter goes here in the long run. Shout out Trey Titan says salute 86 and buys. Appreciate you there, Trey Titan. Thanks for dropping by there, buddy. Hey, always good to have you in here in the mix there. So yeah, that's what's up right there. So we'll move on there, Bob. We appreciate everyone being here. We are talking Boxing Chit. We are looking at what's going on here. So as I had noted up top there, Bob, here to close out the year, or to not close out, but pretty open up the year here towards the tail end of this month, January. We have a number of good fights that are going to be coming up. I'm going to start with this weekend. I'll just kind of mention these. We do have Gucci Manny Flores, who's going to be fighting Chavez. I forget Chavez's first name, but it should be a pretty solid matchup. We did have Bryant Curiel. It looks like, is it Bryant Curiel? And he was supposed to fight Alex Rocha. Let me see if this is the thing. Did something happen? No, this is different. Curiel. Okay, got it. That's on the undercard of the Manny Flores fight. So that's going to be on DAZN on Friday. So one worth watching. You're going to have, I believe, it might be Caleb Walsh against Carlos Ocampo or Liam Walsh, one of the two, something like that. And then January 24th, I'm going to jump there, Boz, because there's a especially good one there on January 24th, where we'll see Andy Cruz, the Cuban fighter, gold medalist. He's going to be taking on Raymond Murataya, another young gun who has shown to be pretty pretty promising here over the course of this fights there with Top Rank, and they're meeting up for, I guess, to decide who's going to be that next guy to kind of raise the bell and potentially get in there toward or get themselves right there for a title or title contention in itself right there. We know Cruz, this is probably his like fifth or sixth fight, something of that nature. And it's kind of interesting because Murataya, we see him as he was a prospect kind of brought up. We've seen a number of his fights on Top Rank and all that stuff. So he has more fights and everything. Cruz kind of the opposite in terms of he's fast tracked and he's right here with Murataya. They're about to make that fight. And man, want to get your thoughts on that because these are two of the brightest stars there at 135. And I suppose the winner coming out of this is someone who we can say might be a guy who takes the top of the division at some point.
Well, I gotta say I haven't seen Murataya really. I mean, I gotta check him out. But Andy Cruz, I've seen him fight live and all that, and yeah, he's really skilled, a very skilled guy, and seems to have some power as well. And yeah, I don't know really. I mean, but Murataya has been really on a trajectory, on a good run so far. Yeah. I mean, I know that he's beaten a few of big names. Yeah.
And,
so,
and this is for an IBF title, actually. I did double check. The title is on the line, IBF World Lightweight title.
Yeah. So, but, I think Andy Cruz is really, really talented. And even though I haven't seen that much or anything maybe of Murataya, I think I'll favor him to win simply on having seen him fight and seeing what he can do and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be a close fight. Surely, I'm sure it's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah. So Murataya at his best when he's on his game, he is a heck of a young fighter, and he's got a good mixed skill. He can have a little bit of explosiveness. He can get the knockout. Decent speed to him and everything. It moves pretty well. He has a pedigree to him. So at his best on his game, yeah, he's gonna be a tough challenge there for Andy Cruz. But I do think that Andy Cruz has worked with Bozy Ennis, and I think it's going to pay off for him because he's maturing that pro style, and I think maturing it early on. That's one thing I think that has been a good move for him as far as Cruz getting with someone like that, as far as just to put him more in that mindset. I guess you could say offensive mindset, because he is someone that goes for super skilled, of course, super skilled Cuban fighter. But that being said, Cruz will go for it. And if he gets you hurt, then he tries to definitely get you out of there. And I think that, man, I don't want to say he's good. I want to say it's going to be a fairly solid, fairly even fight over the course of it. But you just never know with the talent like Cruz. Maybe he can overwhelm Murataya in some capacity. So I'd probably lean a decision in favor of Cruz, but I do think he's the type of talent where, man, you just got to watch and you got to watch him. And if he puts it all together, it'll be interesting. But Murataya, he's going to be game. I tell you that for sure. So I don't want to discredit him or count him out. But I think a good, solid, even matchup, the type that we need to see.
Yeah, of course, definitely. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. On the undercard, you have Khalil Cole taking on Jesse Hart. That should be an interesting one right there. Do favor Khalil Cole. He's the younger, fresher fighter there. Jesse Hart, he's been around there he's had some pretty good matchups. With that being said,
he was at 168. I'm assuming he's moved up now, probably.
Yeah, so this is cruiserweight. So Khalil Cole fights that, I believe, cruiserweight.
He was big for a
light
super middleweight.
Light heavyweight. So yeah, and Hart was in there. He's been in there with some of the best. Zerto. He's been in there with Demond Nicholson. So you name it. But yeah, I think that this might be one where Khalil
Yeah.
Cole, I think he's kind of entering his prime and all of that stuff. Young, fresh gunner. So I might lean towards him right there. So, or I do lean towards him.
Oh
So
yeah.
wanted to give
I
nods there.
know that Hart is the son of Eugene Cyclone Hart.
Cyclone Heart. Yep.
Yeah. The
Yep.
Philly
We'll talk about that
puncher,
in a while.
middleweight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's got a boxing pedigree right there, and he's still doing his thing. He was in that Team Combat League here a couple of years ago as well. I remember seeing Jesse Hart, at least I saw one of the episodes of the events, and he was in it. So yeah, it's still holding it down there. We'll see what he can do. We're gonna get you an 86 boxing wife beater there, Boz. We're gonna get you one. That's what the
It's
Elias is.
not medium, it's
You want a
XL,
medium?
extra large.
We'll get you a medium.
Medium,
Funny.
super
Hey,
medium.
also on that undercard there, Bob, you got Madrimov making a return, and then you have Omari Jones, the Olympic bronze medalist here at the last Olympics. I forget which weight, but he's going to be making his return to the ring as well. So then, let me see here. I can get this thing to.
I know there was one more quite big name there. So I think on that card. I mean, a guy.
On that card?
Yeah.
Who's
A
that?
box. It wasn't another UK boxer. I think maybe.
Because I was looking at Box Live right now, and they only have.
Or maybe it's on that same day, but on another card. I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Also, I know that Murtaz Aliyev is fighting as well.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, yeah,
I'm
Bakram.
gonna try to pull it up here.
Oh yeah, Nikki. But that's this weekend. Okay, that doesn't matter. Or actually
Nikita
tonight.
Zoo.
Yeah, Nikita Zoo.
That's
Yeah.
happening now, or I think it just
Yeah.
happened. It looks like they update the results.
Probably.
I saw that
Just
Liam Wilson got a knockout victory in someone else. So Zoo, I think, was the main event, right?
Yeah,
But yeah,
if it's Australia, then it's already happened, definitely.
yeah. Gypsy McKean got a knockout victory as well. So I think the other one will have just been finishing up as we were on here, or still happening, one of the two. If anybody's out there watching, you may know there. But yeah, I was trying to get things. Okay, I got it back up on my end right here. So that is the 24th, and so yeah, there may be some others on there. But there's a Pro Box card. Oh yeah, on Friday the 30th, Flores Castillo, the Pro Box card that's going to be taking place January 30th. I'm going to be out there, as a matter of fact, covering that so it should be a pretty good one. And you have a number of in Hanover, Maryland. It's going to be on Pro Box TV. It's going down at Maryland Live Casino. You also going to see the likes of Frankie the Franchise Scarborough. He got a crazy knockout last time out on Pro Box, for those that were paying attention there. So he's going to be on there. Sagawa is going to be on there. Sagawa versus Galvan. That's going to be a good one. Jordan Short Dog White. You're also going to have Irvin Trey Pound Fuller. He's going to be fighting on this particular card. You're going to have Ben Johnson fighting on this card. You're going to have Jordan Iceman Roach, younger brother of Lamont Roach. And this is a no excuse promotions card. So January 30th, Hanover, Maryland Live. I'm going to be there, 86 Boxing. If you see me, come holla. Anybody watching that will be there. But yeah, I'll be there in the mix there. So just wanted to throw that one out there. So be looking at that one, boss. It's going to be Friday the 30th. It'll be late for you. Maybe worthy of staying up.
Yeah, I don't think I will be able to watch it. But
hey, Trey Titan says hypothetical matchup: Tiger Johnson versus Brian Norman Jr. Interesting one right there.
I don't know. Who's Tiger Johnson? Sorry,
Delonte Tiger Johnson. He was part of the USA Boxing. I think he might have been a part of the Olympic team here a few years back. He's been on the come up. He's got a stoppage victory over Flaws in his last fight. I think it was on Pro Box, as a matter of
Boss.
fact. Um,
Not
uh,
over me.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, not you. Yeah. Flaz, Flaz. Not over
Oh,
you.
flaws.
Uh,
Wow, what a
but
good
he's a
is
good
that?
young up and coming fighter. He's a prospect with top rank. I guess he's kind of graduating that stage. Brian Norman Jr., of course, we just saw him in there with Devin Haney. Devin Haney put on a performance. That's a good
Yeah,
fight right there, Trey Titan. Hmm, that's a good
Brian.
fight. Maybe right now you'd have to favor Brian Norman Jr., but I do think Johnson has the makeup of one of those guys that can be top level. I would
Hmm.
likely favor Norman Jr., but Norman Jr., yeah, he's gonna have to be on his game because Johnson, he is pretty skilled. He's got a good mixture of he's got decent power. He's got good speed, good mixture of that skill and some athleticism there as well. So I think Tiger Johnson is a good, solid young fighter on the come up, and this was of course if he steps in there with him, that would be a statement type matchup right there. And we definitely see him in with his best opponent. Right now, I would favor Brian Norman Jr., Trey Titan. That's what I would say.
Yeah, Brian is really a real deal.
Same with buys. We'll
He can
favor Brian
punch.
Norman.
Yeah.
Hey,
Even
Trey
though I
Tyson, he's gonna try to make it up.
haven't seen this guy Tiger Johnson, but yeah, he can't have that much pro experience, can he?
I think he's got in the teens as far as fights at this stage. I think he's reached that teen level. You may have seen him, just don't recall him by name. Delonte Johnson. You've probably seen him. He wears sometimes little tiger stripes on his as far as his gear, which of course makes sense.
Maybe, maybe if he was in some of those pre preliminary, how do you say, pre preliminary
Yeah,
fights that
yeah,
I've seen, maybe, yeah,
yeah. He's
yeah,
been in a number of those. So
hmm,
yeah, you've probably seen him, but he's a good fighter for sure. He is a
yeah,
good fighter. So all right, cool. Then I want to move on to another big one there, Boz, that closes out the month. Of course, a few of them actually. Man, the end of the month is gonna be freaking crazy. But we'll start with this one. So January 31st, folks, mark your calendars. You're probably gonna need multiple devices and such because
mhm.
it's a loaded weekend of fighting. But the big one, of course, is Teofimo Lopez putting his world 140-pound title. I forget which one he has on the line against Shakur Stevenson, in what should be a pretty solid, great
Yeah,
test for two skilled,
great,
top level, I guess you can say elite level 140 pounders, or be an introduction for Shakur Stevenson, but just in and around that weight, two that at varying stages, even now, people have viewed as sort of the future of boxing, viewed in that pound for pound conversation at that pound for pound level, maybe in the pound for pound right now. And we're going to get this matchup
yeah,
at 140 pounds. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez. It should be a darn good one there, Bob. Want to get
yeah.
your thoughts on it.
Huge, huge fight, really the biggest one of the month, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning towards Shakur because of his skills. You know, his skills definitely are superior to Teofimo's. Even though Teofimo, yeah, like my friend says there, I mean, might be have has been at 140 longer than Shakur now. He might be like regarded the bigger fighter because of that, I think. And but yeah,
Mm.
I think the skills just uh, negate the size difference always. I mean, unless the size difference is really, really huge. But the skills really, they pay the bills, as they say. And Teofimo is, well, he's got skills, but he doesn't really like always win on skill, really, you might say. He is also a puncher, so yeah. He did have a good victory over Arnold Barboza there. I didn't really. I kind of thought that Barboza might win that, but no. I mean,
Yeah.
Teofimo won it. That was one of his biggest recent victories, definitely. But against Shakur, yeah, to win, he will really have to kind of get on the inside and bully him and land the big punches. And I don't know if he can land enough big punches to stop Shakur. Because Shakur has great defense as well, and all that great movement, and he's not a puncher at 140. I mean, even at 135, he wasn't really a puncher, but he had some pop, I think. But yeah, the power is in Teofimo's favor, definitely. That's advantage. Otherwise, and the size, as they say. But yeah, otherwise, I see Shakur winning the fight, outboxing Teofimo, and like winning like 116, 112 or something, 115, 130 maybe. Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think it's a darn good fight. I actually have yeah, I have Shakur Stevenson winning the contest via outboxing Teofimo. But that being said, Teofimo can box. Teofimo is pretty
Yeah.
explosive. Some may give Teofimo the edge in being the more explosive fighter, and I think that kind of factors in. That being said, Shakur Stevenson, I have viewed him as one of these top level talents. Some would argue generational. And I think that he will be one who, potentially makes it to the top of that pound for pound list. And he's been seeking the types of fights that would get him there. And this is one, got to give it to him. He's moving up. His first fight at 140, and he's taking on, when you look at it based on 140 right now, the man at 140, the ring champion there at 140, and I think most would say he's the top dog at 140 pounds, and I think that favors Shakur Stevenson if he's able to go in there and get a victory over Teofimo Lopez, and I think this does elevate him in a way that, okay, he is serious. He's now moved up. This will be his fourth division as he wins this title because he started at 126. I think it's a darn good matchup there. And hey, don't count Shakur out, of course, because he could very well, upset the apple cart. He could very well do so just based on what he's capable of, as we know. And it's interesting with Teofimo as well because some of his fights have been they've lived up to the hype, and then some of his bigger ones they kind of a dud. When we're thinking he was going to come in and put on that top level performance, but then some would argue similar thing with Shakur Stevens. Some call him a runner, some use that term and all of that stuff. I don't necessarily agree. I think he's a damn good boxer, one of the top in the sport. And I think that factors in. So a hell of a matchup with two guys in their prime. And these are the fights we should be seeing. And it's crazy that, we haven't gotten even more of a combination of Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson in with some of the other guys who've been around these weight classes here at varying points.
Yeah, just the way Shakur took apart Valdez, I mean, that was really, wow, so impressive. Valdez was like the man back then. It was 130, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was 130. It was like he just completely owned that guy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And Ismail says Stevenson may be too small. I don't know. Hey, I think he might pack the weight on pretty well. That being said, he is coming up. Teofimo, he did start out lower. Did he start at 135 or 130?
Yeah.
He started at 135, huh? So yeah,
I think 135, yeah.
So yeah, he is a little bit bigger. So I would give that So yeah, and then of course he's certainly acclimated to 140. So yeah, he does get the nod in that regard. So I will say that that factors in for sure. That certainly factors in. Then I see your technique. I'm in agreement with Trey Titan. He stopped him in a boxing match. No reason effort needed. The technique. Yeah, I see. Yeah, we are talking boxing there. We're talking boxing, but hey, I see. I agree there with your technique. Yeah, some things. Yeah, pretty strong words there. So yeah, I'm
Oh
with.
yeah.
Or I
Oh
agree with you,
yeah.
Trey Titan. As a matter of fact, I saw
I didn't.
technique there, but I see what you're saying. But yeah, I'm with
I don't
Trey
know what
Titan.
he said. Yeah. I didn't hear. Was it Teofimo that said something?
Just a term being used lynching someone. No, not Tiafimo in the chat here, technique. But I'm with Trey Titan in terms of we can just move ahead right there from that for sure. Trey says off topic, but do you think Ben Whitaker would ever fight in the U.S.? I think it would be good to have him here. I think he'll have a lot of fanfare and people who are actually interested in his style and his sort of flamboyancy when he's in the ring, even though he's kind of toned it down, but surely it's still in him, and I think you put him in front of a crowd here in the US, you're going to see more of that flashy kind of style. I think it would serve him well.
He needs the competition, definitely. I don't think
he's got
enough of that. In Europe, I mean, he does. You have like Bossy and Callum Smith, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, maybe a couple more guys, but yeah, the guy is he's dangerous. I mean, he's got it all. He seems to be a complete package, power and skills.
Yeah, looked good in that last fight. Dispatched of that
Gavazzi, yeah. And he's tall also for a light heavyweight. Right?
Yeah. And timing may work out in his favor as far as, of course, Beterbiev. He's 40.
Yeah.
Dimitri, he's mid-30s now. So some things could clear up. They're not fighting as often. They're kind of on that fight-a-year schedule, if that, at times. So he might be entering at the right time there. But there are some other youngsters who are out there who are in the mix as well. So, or those that are still looking to build their name. Because I forget how old Whitaker is, but he may be around 27 or something like that, right? 27, 28-ish.
Yeah. By the way, I saw the news that they are trying to make David Morrell versus Callum Smith. That's really good.
Interesting. Yeah, that should be a good one. Caleb looked good last time out against Buatsi. Morrell, who did Morrell go against last time out?
Benavidez, right?
Oh yeah, Benavidez. So that is last one. Yeah, he got Benavidez did give him did kind of take him to those deep waters, I would say.
Shellacking.
He took him to super deep waters, and he had to overcome some things. He showed some heart, showed some game there.
Or a knockdown, Morrell, but it wasn't enough. He didn't.
Yeah. So I still think he's a heck of a talent, and that should be an interesting one right there. Maybe youth is on his side in some sense,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean this would be like Callum Smith isn't kind of at his last leg or something. I mean he's like 35 now, and if he loses this fight, then I don't think he will get more big ones likely.
Yeah. Good, because myself and I'm sure a number of others thought Buatsi would defeat Smith, but got to give it to him. He put on a performance there. Kind of settled things down there on Buatsi. So he's interesting for sure. Trey Titan says Stevenson by majority decision, but T.O. will get rough. Yes, indeed. I watched their face-off. That seems to be the approach that T.O. is going to try and take there for sure. All right. Back to that one card there, the Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson card again there by So on the undercard or the co-feature seems to be Keyshawn Davis versus
Oh,
Jermaine Ortiz.
right.
That should be
Yeah.
interesting. Keyshawn says he's going to stop Jermaine Ortiz, which hasn't happened.
Great
What do you think of
fight.
that matchup?
Yeah, great matchup, really.
Yep.
In Jermaine Ortiz, he made Lomachenko work really hard in that fight. That was a close one. And we know he's got the skills, he's got the ability, and of course, Keyshawn Davis right now, the rising star at 135, and a
Mm-hmm.
mean guy, mean puncher, and all that. So
Yeah.
this will be a great test for him. He's the favorite, yeah, he is, but
I
it's
got to
not.
imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like given that he will win this fight, but most likely he will. I think.
And this is at 140. So this is
Oh,
his first fight at 140.
right, right.
Keyshawn, though he can carry the frame, he didn't make the weight in his last time out when he was supposed to fight Edwin De Los Santos,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's where the controversy came in.
Right. Well, I bet he can still punch even at 140. I mean, it's not that big of a
Oh
difference.
yeah. Back to that real quick there, Bob. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was against Kaitev. So Vader mentioned Morrell's last fight was a robbery decision over Iman Kaitev. Iman Kaitev
Okay.
fought Whitaker in the Olympics. I would like to see Whitaker versus Iman Kaitev in the pros. That'll be a good one. Yeah, you're right. That was a good fight. Do you recall that one, Bob? Because yeah, it was a lot
Oh,
of back and forth, and
now I
um,
remember. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Kaitev
right.
had him hurt and dropped him.
That time.
I believe Kaitev dropped him and had him
Oh,
hurt.
yeah.
And Morrell, hey, he was a bit shaky. He was shaky in a lot of rounds in that contest. So you are right there, Vader. Thanks for dropping in, Vader, and sharing that chat right
Yeah,
there. No, you're right.
that
So that
must
was
have
a
been
tough one for him.
this fall or something, or August time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I remember watching it. Now that I think about it, so yeah, that's what it
Mm.
was. And Morrell did get the decision. It might have been majority or split, one of the two, but um, yeah, Kaitev, yeah, you can say, yeah, definitely he
Mm.
did enough as well to get that victory right there. So it might have been there, Vader. I had
He's
to go back
also
and look
from.
again, but it was some back and forth. But Kaitev, he looked like he did more damage in that contest, and he had Morrell on shaky grounds often. So yeah, Kaitev nice with it, powerful too.
Yeah.
Um, and that showed in the midst
He's,
of the contest. Trey Titan
he's
says 86 is amazing to see Lara going strong at his advanced stage, but I feel he's near the end based off his economical punch output and footwork. Yeah, I agree there, Trey Titan. Who was he supposed to fight? Lara
was he was supposed to fight, I think, what is
Janabek?
his name?
No, not Janabek, no.
Johnny Beck, I think, wasn't
Oh,
it?
or
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who he's supposed to fight, and he had to get the replacement. If it was,
Yeah,
yeah, I think it
Johnny
was
Beck.
Janabek. Yeah,
It
Janabek because
worked
he stopped
out.
for the test.
It worked out well for him, so he
Yeah,
got.
it did work out for him. But yeah, I thought he was gonna lose there finally to Janabek. But yeah, he's still hanging in there. I mean, he's always been a damn good boxer,
Yeah,
and
what's he like?
economically with those
40,
punches, a little bit more
42?
so now.
I think it's 42 or 43 or something.
Yeah, I think 42, or I think he's
Mm,
42. So yeah, that factors in. I think
yeah,
certainly he's on the last stages. It's just got to be a 160 is kind of iffy right now, so he may be able to hang around just given the state of 160. Depends on who they match him with. Given that he's
mm,
given that he is with PBC, I wonder if we'll see him and Adamas eventually, and maybe that's where sort of a change could potentially happen. But and Adamas is going
yeah.
to be on this card here as well, as a matter of fact. Wanted to note that, but that's a good one there. Trey Morrell is nice, yes, no doubt. He's nice. Better Morrell versus Caleb Smith is really good style matchup, good fight to watch. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. So this will give us a little taste of something of where Morrell is for sure with
Yeah,
Caleb, because Caleb is game. I think Caleb is when he's at his best, when he's been at his best, yeah, one of the top guys there in and around his weight. The age is on Morrell's side. Of course, the athleticism, explosiveness is on Morrell's side. He can box as well. Caleb can box too. Caleb found himself passive at times, and certainly in the Canelo fight, he's very passive. But that weight was getting to him, but he stepped it up for Buatsi. So Morrell should win this, but
he's a tall guy. He's a tall guy. So Smith, and if he doesn't really time his punch as well, if if it doesn't go like he planned, and he usually ends up losing. I mean, he takes too much. I think he takes too many punches back, and if he doesn't land his punches, and because he's a puncher, after all, he's not a boxer. He's a puncher who can box a little bit, I guess, but mainly he's a guy who wins by out punching his opponents, whether he knocks them out or not, like he did against Buatsi. He still won because he hurt Buatsi more than once.
Oh yeah. No, he did. He did. Yeah, and so he could definitely can win. Caleb can certainly win. He can certainly win this contest, especially as we've seen with Morrell here at 175. While he's still got that speed and some of the footwork and all that stuff. His punch isn't the way it was there at the other weight or 168 in that same sense, though he still got some good punch to it. It has a good punch to him, and also he's taking some shots, some legitimate shots, and we've seen him hurt multiple times here at 175. So Caleb can do it. Caleb has the power to definitely hurt him. So we'll see. This should be a good one. Vetter mentions, what do you guys think of Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hirayuka? That mandatory defense will come soon. It was originally supposed to be on the Jake Paul Tank Davis event. That would have been an interesting one right there in terms of that. Gary Antoine Russell, of course, out of this area here where I'm at, man, beast right there. Just seeing him, knowing how he trains, how he fights. I mean, he comes with it, comes forward, talking about a guy that if you're in there with him, you're gonna have to work. No doubt, you're gonna have to work. Hirayuka. I know of Hirayuka. I'm trying to see if I remember. Let me look. Let me see because I want to make sure, because I'm trying to see if I've seen Hirayuka. I probably have.
Oh yeah, Andy Hirayuka. I mean, I've come across the name, but I don't know if I've seen him really.
I have seen him. Let me see here. Who's he up against? Okay. Oh yeah, he took out Barroso. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's a pretty good one. Good win.
I'm looking at his resume. Yeah, that's who he beat in his last contest. Oh yeah, it's Japan. I'm wondering if I've seen him on one of these other. Oh yeah, I do remember him actually. Yeah, I've seen him. He does look pretty good from what I saw. I think I've only seen him.
Yeah,
I think I've only seen one. I didn't see I can't remember if I saw the Barroso fight. I don't think I saw that one, but I have seen him before. It'll be interesting. I can't say enough. I need to see more of him. I had to look into him a bit more there, Vader. I know what Gary Antoine Russell brings to the table, and he's a tough outing for anyone there at 140. And depends on the type of style of fight that Hirayuka brings to the table. I saw that he has a pretty decent number of knockouts, so I'm guessing he's a guy who doesn't mind exchanging. So that could be something very special right there. I got to look more into it, but I'm gonna get I'll have an answer after I look more into Hirayuka, because I think I've only seen him once. But that being said, from what I saw and what I recall, yeah, he looks to be pretty solid, pretty potentially special. He looks to maybe have some of that in the mixture there. So that would be a good one, just given the heavy hands of both of these fighters. So Trey Tide says, do you see Jermaine Ortiz having any realistic chance of beating Keyshawn? Certainly, in terms of paper, if you look at it, trajectory and on paper, I do think that, well, I would say trajectory more so. Keyshawn Davis is a guy that many think will be one of the next stars in the sport, should win. And I think is favored. Many will be favoring him. Jermaine Ortiz is one of those guys who, I guess we could say, has kind of overachieved in some sense, because when he popped up and had a good outing with Vasily Lomachenko, it showed a lot of people that, hey, this guy Jermaine Ortiz, hey, he has something to him. He's
Yeah.
turned into more of a boxer. If you want to say such, not that he wasn't before, but stylistically, he fights more on the back foot, it seems, at this stage, and maybe for good reason. If you want to keep yourself out of the line of fire, there, I think he will have to fight. He will not. I don't think he can win fighting that conservative fight style against Keyshawn Davis. I think he's going to have to press Keyshawn Davis and get his respect there early. He's not going to win this backing back and kind of just fighting on the back foot the way he did with Teofimo Lopez in a contest that frustrated the heck out of Teofimo Lopez. That's one that was expected to be a grand affair, and it turned into not the fight that was expected, and Teofimo looked frustrated. You could argue, Jermaine Ortiz got some rounds. I had to look at it again, but I can't remember if some people were feeling that Jermaine Ortiz did enough or whatnot, but didn't work out for him. But that sort of passive fight, I think, won't do it there, Trey. I think he's going to need to press Keyshawn Davis. What do you think, Baz?
Yeah, I think he is going to have to definitely get out there and put on some pressure. And because Keyshawn Davis is, he's a hunter. He's a true kind of predator, and it's not gonna be enough just run, box and run and box and run. And yeah, definitely not, because sooner or later he will get, like, Davis will catch up with him.
Indeed, good stuff there, Trey. Vetter says Smith is strong at 175. Murrah hasn't looked strong there. Buatsi fight was one of the best from the last year. Yeah, indeed. Smith roughed him up and beat him on the inside. No doubt. That made me change the tune on Buatsi there, Vader, despite some sort of lethargic performances from Buatsi in a couple of fights prior. I thought that this was going to be his coming out party there against Caleb Smith, and it made me change the tune for the most part completely there on Buatsi, who I thought would be a guy who was kind of capable of winning that world title at 175, and maybe he still will if the belts are split or something. But that being said, I changed the tune. Caleb Smith looked damn good in that contest for sure.
Oh yeah. I was even surprised when Buatsi won against Willie Hutchinson. I know that Willie was a quality fighter, but yeah, he got dropped and all that, so a couple of times. Buatsi, I could tell that he was kind of limited and a little overhyped by the English media anyway, British, and he had the fight against Craig Richards, which was became a hug fest, more or less. The one where he took 11 rounds to dispatch this guy from Latvia who was
I know you're talking about a guy
Bolotnikov.
something that nature. I know you're talking about a guy he was expected to ice, who put up a damn good fight.
He gave him some trouble. I mean, he landed some good ones, and that guy is like Euro level at best.
Right.
Yeah, so
that's true. So he's had some up and down performances, but I've changed the tune on his world title status. Now, that being said, he could certainly pick up a world title, as mentioned, if they all four belts are split.
Just remember, sorry, it's so funny when Bolotniks said before that fight if he wins, he will eat pizza and drink beer. That was so funny.
Hey, celebration right there. A heck of a
Yeah,
celebration.
but he didn't get to do that, obviously.
Yeah, good stuff. So Trey Titan says, do you think Jared Anderson will make a comeback? Will ever make a comeback, or is the division too strong for him? Should he drop to cruiserweight or bridgerweight? Hey, in my opinion, he could drop to those weights straight Titan. It wouldn't be the same necessarily because he was fully confident and on that trajectory to be a guy at heavyweight. And a comeback, yes, he can make a comeback. How far that comeback can go, I think is going to depend on his confidence, which seems to be different, Trey Titan, at this stage than it was previously. He's no longer as confident of a fighter as he seemingly it depends on I guess who he's in front of, but seemingly there's something with his confidence that might have been shaken with that Bacoli loss. So it's going to depend on that and that thing in there right there, that heart. Does he have that? I don't know. Well, he has some certainly. Yeah, I'm not gonna discredit it to that degree, but he spoke of kind of just getting in the game and getting out, by the time he hit a certain age or whatever, which, of course, hey, that's something you can do. Uh, I just wonder from a confidence standpoint where his heart truly is as it relates to the sport here moving forward. That's something to overcome. So it's hard to say there, Trey, when those things are in question. It's certainly hard to say. Um, you've seen him there, Bob. What do you think?
Hang on. Sorry, I fell. Oh, yeah. Jared Anderson. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He showed heart, even though when he
Yeah,
was
yeah, he did.
dismantled by Bakoli, he kept getting up and, going back at it. But,
Now, real quick there, Bob. And when I say heart, I mean more so for boxing and continuing forward in itself, not what he displayed there in the ring.
oh,
There, just to
yeah.
clarify.
Yeah, I don't know. He showed those some serious defensive issues, I think, in that fight. And
Even with
like,
Charles Martin.
yeah, but Cooley, was like, he's not the fastest guy out there or anything, but he does have skills, or yeah, but still, he got hit way too easily there, way too easily, and that's not gonna work. And he's not a really big heavyweight for a heavyweight of today either, but let's ignore
Yeah,
that. I mean, if you got enough skills and power and all that, then that shouldn't play that bigger role. Like, look at Usyk, he's actually an inch shorter than Anderson. So,
yeah,
yeah,
no, yeah, you're right.
yeah,
I took him serious. I did take him serious. At one point, he was calling out any and everybody. He's not doing that now.
no.
So I think his confidence is a bit shaken.
Yeah, I think he got a little too cocky and I think he started going for the bigger names too soon. Maybe, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah, obviously it
sometimes that
was.
can mess you up.
Yeah, so he should have been more grounded and like said, all right, let's first try myself against these guys that I know I can beat or that are more beatable than someone like Bakoli. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen people overcome it, so certainly
Hmm.
he can. It's going to be up to him. It's going to definitely be up to him. He's going to have
Yeah.
to make that. He's going to have to determine inside if that's what he wants right there. That's something that your trainer can't do for you. All that stuff they can't teach you
Hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? What's
Yeah.
inside, you're just going to have to determine that yourself.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, he's got the skills and all that, but maybe he's not ferocious enough, or I don't know. Maybe he's not hard hitting enough. Even, who knows? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see there, Trey. Shout out to Clubber D. Club of
Shout
D
out.
in the building right there. Doo-doo-doo. But man, be sure to check out Ball and Buds podcast over there on the Ball and Buds channel there. Check out at Clubber D here. He's got his own thing jumping off as well. Do some live fight coverage, all that good stuff. Appreciate you dropping in, Clubber D. We were out at the fights. Shout out to Jerry Forrest. Shout out to Ernest Papi Chun Yayo. We were out at Jerry Forrest's fight. He got a victory, first round stoppage there this past weekend in Virginia, Portsmouth Rivers Casino. My man Clubber D were out there. Him, Papi Chun. We were doing our thing out there. So appreciate you there, Clubber D. Also, Trey Tight mentions Russell versus Hirioka has fight of the year potential. Okay, good stuff, no doubt. Vader mentioned Hirioka is a long athletic boxer with an exceptional jab. He is the mix. Japanese Ghanaian. Yep. That's why when I looked up his picture, I remember seeing him. So I think I've only seen him once. So and I did like what I saw from there. So I'm gonna look at more of him. But hey, fight of the year. Hey, and the Japanese guys bring it, or just based on kind of how they operate over there.
The first candidate so far is the Smith Matthias fight. That was really something.
Yeah. So that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one there for sure. Trey Titan says Moses Atoma versus Fabio Wardley should happen ASAP. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody's going down for the count.
Yeah, it should definitely. Wow, what a fight!
Thomas got Jermaine Franklin at some point coming up, right? So
guns blazing. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good one, Trey. If we get that, man, tune in. It's not going long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, at least. Good stuff. Let's see.
There's my
Kayla.
friend. Hi, Kay.
Hey, how's it going there, Kay? Welcome, Kay.
She's from the fragrance and the doll community.
Okay. Do you do a live with her?
Yeah, so we did one yesterday, yeah.
Okay, good stuff there, Kay. Appreciate you dropping in. We're talking a little boxing, but good stuff. I'm seeing you on the lives there. Cheers to you. Doodle, great stream. Hey, appreciate it, Doodle Brown. Appreciate it for sure. Trey Tight says, thank you for covering all the great fights from the fighters from the previous era. I've been deep into Harry Will's career lately. Awesome, Trey Tight. Hey, no problem there at all there, buddy. I do have a video on the channel of him. You probably seen it on Harry Will's, man. And just going through creating the research, that's what elevated him into, I will say, my top 5 heavyweights of all time right there. Harry Wills. It's a shame more people don't know of him. So I'm going to let you know right now, Harry Wills is top 5, folks. Go watch the video on the channel if you haven't. Appreciate you there. Trey, Vader says Atoma and Wardley are both trained by Ben Davidson, unfortunately. Okay. Wardley has already ruled it out for now. Ben is good. I like Ben. I think he's a good trainer, too.
He's a good trainer, yeah.
A damn good trainer, yeah. I like him. So that could certainly have some implications there. So he's ruled it out. So not happening.
He seems a little bit too aware of that fact that he's a good trainer.
Wardley's like, oh the heck no. Hey, he's not about to mess up his chance at getting the title.
He always finds the right punch. I mean, that's amazing. Yeah.
That would be crazy right there, though. That would be a crazy one for sure.
Yeah. When he's getting pummeled or owned, outboxed, whatever, you just bang one punch over.
Find a way. That's the thing about Wardley. Yeah. He finds a way.
Yeah.
Real quick here, guys. We'll end things wrapping up the rest of January here. The first show of the year, go a little bit longer, about hour 50 minutes. Adames versus Ammo Williams there, 12 rounds, middleweight.
Yeah, I like that fight. I watched Williams versus Shiraz. That was a good fight.
Oh yeah,
he went 11 rounds against Shiraz. That was pretty impressive.
Some shots.
Yeah, got in some good shots, much shorter than Shiraz. Hey, Christine's here. I can't believe it. So I mean, he can give Adames a good fight. Of course, I expect Adames to win on points most likely. and he's just a better fighter altogether. I mean, especially technically, and yeah. So
Yeah, I'm with you there. I got Otama winning a decision. Stoppage could potentially happen, but in all likelihood, I think a decision will go in his favor. I thought Adamas deserved deserved the nod over Shiraz, even
oh
though I
yeah,
do think
yeah.
Shiraz is the real deal. I do think Shiraz is the real deal. Don't get me wrong, but Adamas, I thought he did enough in that contest.
At
Just got
168,
the
yeah.
unlucky got the unlucky end of it. But that being said, yeah, I think Adamas beats Ammo Williams. Um,
Yeah, by the way, I don't think Cameron Williams is 6 feet tall because, I
no,
mean, Shiraz is 6'3", and he looked like, I don't know, 5 inches taller or
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
He did. So
that
yeah,
was a
that's
big.
why. Yeah, I think that factor. I think yeah, it may be an interesting one. It might be an interesting fight, but I do favor Carlos Adames. Uh, yeah, I just think he'll, yeah, better boxer.
Yeah,
Um, his footwork is good and everything. He knows how to get in and out of there. Even with his size, he just moves well. So
mm,
yeah, I got Adames as well. Hey, we have Bruce Shushu Carrington taking on I think Carlos Castro. That should be a good one right there. I don't know if you remember Castro, but Shushu, he's a
yeah,
up and coming fighter. He's graduated sort of that prospect stage in a sense, and he is someone who's been linked with Naoya Inoue, but that of course would have to mean Naoya Inoue moves up to 126 pounds. It's tied to them both being with top rank. Shushu
mm,
show or Inoue showing up to one of his fights or something like that. I don't know if it happens or whatever, but we'll see. That being said, Shushu is going to be in the mix, and then you got Big Baby Miller. He's going to be fighting on this card against
oh,
Kingsley eBay.
still he's fighting. Oh my god.
What do you say? Big Baby Miller is over or under 300 pounds?
I don't know really. That can be either of those. Uh, he's usually over, I think, but yeah, he's usually comes in
Think he's
really,
going to come in over in this one?
really heavy. Yeah, most likely. Yeah,
Going to be a football lineman in there.
320 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be an interesting one. I do favor Big Baby Miller. eBay, decent. He's been in there with some good fighters. Vianello, Jared Anderson. He's been stopped a couple times, I
Yeah,
believe.
by Dubois last time.
Okay. So, oh yeah, Big Baby Miller, yeah, he got stopped by the boss. So this is his first fight, maybe since then, right? Potentially.
Yeah, that
He was
was
trying to
like,
fight Michael Hunter. Don King blocked Michael Hunter from fighting him, which would have been
oh,
a good one, a good, interesting one. Michael Hunter, he's being wasted, seemingly not getting any
yeah,
good heavyweight fights.
yeah. He's been there for a long time now.
He's with
Fighting.
Don King, I guess, and
Oh
know how that
no.
is at times.
So he's probably just desperate. No.
Oh yeah, certainly, because then
the
these lives are never about perfume.
the immortal. Oh, this is a boxing. Like a podcast, Christine. I bet you must have shared it to my main
Oh,
channel
you know
by
what? I think I
mistake.
did that, but
Yeah. I'm like,
I
where
usually
why
don't.
are all these people here like from my regular
Oh,
channel?
my
Like,
bad. Yeah, I usually don't. I guess I picked
yeah.
the. Oh, yeah, it's the one Boz 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been Boz's Boxing. So that was my fault right there. But Boz's Boxing, folks, check that out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Trey Titan says fantasy matchup: Andre Ward versus Terrence Crawford, 168. Who's your pick?
Mm.
Hey, that's an interesting one there.
Wow.
Uh, I would favor, just stylistically, I would favor Andre Ward. Just given, of course, he's bigger and
Yeah.
he has a style that I think would make it tricky, and his size would
Yeah.
come
He's
into favor, especially on the inside clinch. Though Crawford is strong or whatnot, but I would
Yeah,
favor Andre SOG Ward in that contest at 168 pounds. What say you there, Boz?
me too. I mean, he's bigger and has got the skill to, and the IQ to match Crawford's. And they say a good bigger man versus a good smaller man. A good bigger man usually wins. So
Probably not a high output fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just given the stylistic nature of
chess
it.
match.
Yeah, but it would be interesting there for sure.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It would.
Clever
That's right, Christine.
D said, "Swear big baby fights once every 4 years." Yeah, it seemed like it for sure at this point. Trey said, "Shushu should fight Hitchinson and Dubit fight for
But
NY.
yeah,
Hey, that would be interesting."
now I remember. Yeah, he was fighting
Mhm.
Michael Hunter, right? He won that fight, or was it him? Was it Michael Hunter? I watched that fight, or was it? No, no, no. Sorry, it was what's his name? Andy Ruiz
Ruiz.
Jr. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Andy Ruiz Jr. Yeah,
He fights every 4 years too. There, Clever D and
yeah.
Ruiz Jr.
I was really disappointed by Ruiz Jr.'s
Yeah, I don't know
performance.
what's going on with him for sure.
Yeah,
Every now and then I hear something. Oh, Ruiz might fight such and such, but it never happens.
yeah. He's a wasted talent. I mean, he wasted on sneakers.
Right,
No,
right, right.
well, yeah,
Crazy,
it is.
crazy.
He is, but also inactivity. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I remember that Wardley versus Hooney. Yeah, I remember that was gonna happen there, Vader. And hey, look
Hooney.
what transpired there. Crazy knockout in favor of Wardley, but
Yeah,
Hooney,
bang.
Justice Hooney, man, he's nice. He's nice with it for sure.
10th round. Wow, and now he stopped Parker in the 11th. So wow,
Yeah. Clubber D says, did
like
Usyk versus
David
Wilder fight
Tua.
officially get announced? I don't think.
David Tua. You remember him? Like sometimes he would get the guy out in the first round, and
Oh, how
sometimes he
you
would
did Ruiz
plug.
was crazy
Yeah, sometimes he would just plug
last
for
year.
10, 11 rounds and suddenly just explode and knock the guy out, late
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
certainly.
round.
I don't
Yeah.
know that anything's been announced there, Clubber. It's been rumored for sure. Oh, it has. Trey Tight says yes, it's July in Oakland. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I hadn't been on there, I guess. But no, good stuff. So July in Oakland. Interesting. So I guess it's
Oakland,
happening.
the
Deontay
Raiders.
Wilder, their buys versus Usyk is happening in Oakland in July.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Bay Area.
Usyk right now just wants to, maybe he's aware he doesn't have so much left, his career. He wants to retire a rich man, and yeah, he's
Yeah.
already beaten the best guys. I mean, the very best. I mean, so who else is there to beat? Like Fury twice, Joshua twice, and now Dubois twice. So all Brits, by the way, isn't that
Oh
funny?
yeah,
But
right, right. Hey,
now you
now he's
wanna
like,
beat,
hey, Wilder. I guess he wants
yeah,
to knock out the whole shebang of those that
yeah,
were at the top of the division here over the last decade.
yeah.
So,
Because Wilder used to be the man before, so like, yeah, he
mhm.
wants to be able to say he beat him as well. So
You hear that? Rodolfo is going down in Oakland. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. is going
hey,
down in Oakland.
Rodolfo.
He's not in here,
Oh, sorry.
or he may be listening, but it's
All right.
Oakland. You got to be there. Is that
Salute.
Flubber D? Bet good look out, Trey. Yes, no doubt, no doubt. Good stuff, Trey. They better pull up bronze casket. Vader says, "Hey, it's gonna be an interesting one.
Bronze casket.
You
All
just gotta
right.
watch for that Wilder right hand. Of course, that's always gonna be a theme. But as
Yeah.
far as the technical side of it, man, it should definitely be Usyk, and yeah,
Mm.
and yeah, that's no question right there. There's no question Usyk is the one to outbox him. So,
Mm.
but we'll
Yeah, I
see.
think he'll probably even, I mean, probably even knock out Wilder, like, after, I don't know, in the
Yeah,
late rounds, probably
and if that
10th
happens, it's
rounds.
most certainly the end for Wilder. Though a
Yeah.
lot of us already feel that he's past it, but that is most certainly the end if Usyk stops
Actually,
him.
Actually, I think it will even go 10 rounds, like 8 rounds or something.
Think so? Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I do
yeah,
have Usyk winning. I still have to think about it on how, but you got to watch
yeah.
out for that right hand, which I'm sure he will.
Yeah, he surprised us. I mean, we didn't think he had that much power, but like he just got better even at that, man. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a superman. He's amazing. I mean, he's a
Oh yeah.
machine.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, so on January 30th, so that's that card. I'm sure there's some others there that iron it out. A pretty solid card. On
Right.
January 30th, also another card that's gonna have Murtazaliev versus Josh Kelly. That should be
Yeah.
interesting, and it's for IBF World Junior Middleweight Championship. Josh Kelly, he has the look. Stylistically, I think it looks different when you see him there in the ring. You can just tell that he's super talented, all of that good stuff, and he was highly touted as being sort of that next guy. So here goes a chance right here. Murtazaliev, that's the one that knocked out Zoo, right?
Yeah. Team 2. Yeah, he did.
Okay. So this is going to be an interesting one. What do you think about that? Josh Kelly, I saw his last fight. He looked pretty good. But man,
I'm
this
not
is he's
sure
30 now, maybe 31 now. So the time
who
is
did
most certainly now.
who did he fight.
Uh, I had to look back. I'm gonna look it up, but yeah, I'll
Was
let
he
you
the
know.
guy that was knocked out by David Alanisian?
It could have
That's
been. Let me see. I know he stopped this cat. Gosh, Kelly. But this is his time now in terms of he's 31. Yeah, I thought so. And so he knocked out BL Flavus BL Bia or whatever. Or the fight I was I might have been thinking, I'm trying to think if I was thinking about Ishmael Davis.
yeah.
How was the win? Let me see, how did he win this? Yeah. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, no, it was this one. It was a first rounder because it happened quick. But I saw the Ishmael Davis one too. But yeah, it's this dude, BIEA Flavis BS. I don't know. I don't know cat like that. But
Yeah, yeah,
that being said, he's in for a tougher outing, no doubt about it. Here with Murtazaliev.
yeah, for sure. I think Mutazali wins that fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Most likely by a knockout, but yeah,
Potentially
maybe.
can stop him. We'll see if Josh Kelly
Yeah,
can we see what he can do here.
yeah,
Let's see. Vader says Kelly and Adam Booth believe they have a way to beat Murtazaliev. If you look beyond the Zoo fight, he has some less than stellar performances, but Kelly has been beaten badly. So yeah, interesting, right? Interesting.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's not the only victory. I mean, good one. Murtazali. It is his best one, yeah, but over Team 2. But I think he's knocked out someone else. I believe I read before that who was kind of solid, but
Maybe
yeah,
Ishmael Davis.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, Ishmael Davis. Yeah,
I feel like Josh Kelly, he hasn't been as active as you would think he would have been, you know what I'm saying? Since that
yeah.
Avenesian loss at least.
No, it was. Oh yeah. Okay, doesn't matter.
He's
Jack.
17-1.
He beat Jack Colkay. That's how he won the
Oh, okay.
IBF title. And yeah, that
Little
guy
Leaguers
was
beat Cleaver.
pretty solid.
No, that's Jack Cullen actually. No, so yeah,
Yeah,
Jack Colkay. I know Colkay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah,
yeah,
so Kelly's 17-1. Not a lot of activity given kind of his trajectory here some years back. I thought we'd see more of him. Of course, he's been fighting, but that being
Hmm.
said, he's an interesting fighter. I like the style and look of him fighting. You can tell he's skilled, athletic, and man, it looks different. You know, he just has that style that's sort of like how Boots has that style that just looks different when he's in there in the ring. Same with Anthony Sims Jr. So you know he's got he's got all the tools. Let's see how he does there. But as Vader says, Adam Booth, damn good trainer.
Yeah.
They believe they can do it.
A lot of experience. Yeah, he trained George Groves, I remember, and David Hay also, I think, at one point.
Yeah. Groves, he did his thing. So yeah, and Murtazaliev, of course, we do know of him primarily from that Zoo fight. So
yeah,
there is something to the other ones. I really haven't seen any of his other fights, so that I know of off top at least. So I had to go back and look myself there. So there may be something to that. If Josh Kelly wins, that would be a major boost for him right there, and that opens up 154 even more with his name there in the mix.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he does it. Trey Titan says, from a historical standpoint, why is Jimmy Young not talked about more?
Don't start with that now.
Really great. What's that?
You know what I'm saying? Don't start with the boxing this discussion. It's gonna take us another 30 minutes.
Trey, I think it's just who he was the era he was in there. Trey, that's what I would say. To spare Boz. But Jimmy Young, damn good fighter there. I think it's the era. So many big names in and around that, in and around the heavyweight division in that era, considered to be one of the most competitive eras, and for many, the best eras there. You think about like 70s, 60s, 70s, going through that process. I think it's the era there, Trey Titan. That's probably why. Would you say so, damn biased?
He was a heavyweight without power, but still he knocked down George Foreman. Go figure.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. He beat George Foreman, right? Because he beat Foreman that second time, right?
Ended his career.
To beat him, right?
Yeah, ended his career at the time.
The young mean George Foreman. So I think just a lot of names overshadowed him there. Trey Titan says, 86, you in Maryland. Now we know where Tank is hiding, bro. Get him out of your pantry. You're funny there. I'm in D.C., but right around the corner here. I'm not far off from Maryland, right down the street. He is up here somewhere. But hey, I wish him the best in terms of getting himself together, because some pretty damning allegations and things of that nature. So I pray he gets the help he needs and all of that stuff, or by whatever means it comes about. And I stand with there's no place for domestic violence. So I stand with the women on their end who go through this craziness. It's crazy.
Yeah.
DMV stand up. Yes, sir. All right, Boz. Let me see real quick here, Boz. Let me just see January 30th. I told you it was stacked. We'll be quick here to see what else was out there real quick. We have, because I'm on the schedule here. So January 30th. This is the round out January 30th, and we'll talk about these a bit more at some point here.
Yeah.
When we get there to that point. But you're also gonna have Joshua Padley. Terhan's gonna return. You got Zayas versus Barreau. We'll talk about that a bit more. Polanco, Gomez, Santillan, Pennington, Cedino Williams, Azim Lemos. We're gonna take on Lemos. I think we'll get to those there. We'll get to some of these others here on January 30th. But that being said, it's gonna be stacked. That is a stacked day there. I'm sure Jerry Carr will be at ATG today. Hey, Jerry was tough right there, Trey. Jerry was definitely tough. He'd certainly be in the mix for sure. He'd certainly be in the mix there. Still tough, still super tough, still bringing it. He blended well. I think and he do probably fairly well too here in this era. So worth noting for sure. But good stuff there, folks. Hey, we've gone for an hour and a half here. The first 2026 show for Boxing Chit. We moved to Fridays now. As I noted, moved to Fridays. That's where we'll be operating here moving forward. So with that in mind, be sure to stay tuned in to us. And they can follow you, Boz, on Boz's Boxing, right?
Yep.
at Boz's Boxing. So look for it on YouTube. Be sure to go follow Boz. We appreciate everyone who was in the mix with us there.
Yeah.
We'll be back hopefully next week. If not, we'll announce it. We'll let you know. So thank you all who joined us. Show some love and enjoy the rest of your great weekend coming up here, folks. Appreciate you, fellas and ladies.
See ya. See ya.